Welcome back. Today we're going to continue on looking at our skills in behavior breakthrough by Bailey Payne. Today's skill is skill number 5, and we're looking at directed choices. Our goal with directed choices is to guide our learner towards desired behavior or participation, encourage them to complete tasks and change certain interfering behaviors, and empower the learner to demonstrate respect. With directed choices, our options or choices that we give should guide the learner towards desired behavior or participation while providing a sense of control and autonomy within the set boundaries. For example, we can use, it's time to put away our toys. Do you want to put away the cars or the blocks? Mommy will put the other one away. Or for bedtime, it's time to get ready for bed. Do you want to put your jammies on before or after we read our bedtime story? So why do directed choices work? The first reason is when you push someone into an activity that they find challenging or unpleasant without giving them any say, you make the situation more difficult. Instead, let the child choose something related to the task or activity. This decision-making power makes them feel more in control, and when people feel that way, they're more likely to cooperate and respond favorably to what you're asking. Reason 2, it gives buy-in. Directed choices give loved ones and learners buy-in. They feel like an essential part of the process rather than an unimportant participant under the control of someone else. As an adult, you want to be seen, heard, and valued. When you have the freedom to make choices throughout your day, you feel more satisfied. No one likes to be micromanaged. It's the same with children. When you ask them to participate in an activity they don't particularly like, allow them to choose something they do like. Choice, freedom, and a sense of control boost their satisfaction, resulting in more pro-social behavior and a decrease in challenging behavior. So now let's step into practicing directed choices. We're going to follow 5 steps. The first step is to identify the situation. Begin by recognizing solutions where directed choices can be beneficial. These are typically moments when you anticipate resistance, such as transitions between activities or tasks that your loved one or learner may find challenging. Step 2, offer genuine choices. Provide authentic and meaningful choices. These options should encourage a desired behavior or outcome. Avoid presenting choices that don't matter at all, as this could lead to confusion or frustration. It can even feel insulting. Step 3, respect decisions. Once you offer the choices, respect the child's decision, no matter which option they select. Doing so demonstrates care and lets them know that you value their choice. Provide praise. Step 4. When your loved one or learner makes a choice that aligns with a desired behavior or transition, after praise and reinforcement, provide that feedback that you're providing reinforces the connection between their choice and outcomes and encourages them to continue making better choices. And the last step, be consistent. Consistency is vital to the success of directed choices. Implement this strategy regularly in your interactions. Doing so establishes a routine that encourages trust, cooperation, autonomy, and confidence. It's important to note that if your loved one or learner rejects choices you offer, you shouldn't always offer new choices. Sometimes you need to stick to your initial options. You can offer additional choices at other times. You want the child to have a sense of control in aversive situations, but be careful not to reinforce denial and avoidance. All right, so moving into how we can use these in the home setting. Let's say it's time to transition to bedtime. You might say, it's time to brush our teeth. Do you want mommy to brush her teeth with you, or do you want to brush your teeth by yourself? Or, all right, it's almost bedtime. Do you want to brush your teeth before or after we read your favorite bedtime story? You offer choices that ensure your child will brush their teeth, a necessary task, but you're giving them control over the order of the activities. When it's time to transition from playing on the playground to going back home, we can offer a choice such as, okay, playtime at the park is over. Would you like to hop into the car now and choose the music we listened to on the way home? Or would you prefer one last round on the swings before we head back? In this situation, you offer a choice that ensures your child will leave the park, but it allows them to have some control over the transition by deciding whether to go straight to the car or enjoy one final swing. This approach can make the transition smoother and reduce resistance or tantrums. We can also use this with screen time. You can watch one episode of your favorite show or have 30 minutes of video game time. Which one would you prefer? You can also use this with getting dressed. You can choose between your blue shirt and your red shirt. What one do you want to wear today? As our little ones grow and start having more homework, we can provide choices within homework. Would you like to complete your homework on the porch or sitting on the trampoline? Or after 30 minutes of work, you can have a 10-minute break. Would you like to take your break inside or outside? Another example could be once you finish your homework, you can choose a 20-minute activity to enjoy. What would you like to do as your reward? Remember, the key is to provide choices relevant to the homework process and allow your child some control. Be sure to respect their choice. Use this skill to empower your child to take ownership of their work and reduce resistance. We can also use directed choices at school. We can use it within transitions, like it's time to transition to reading. Would you like to sit on the bouncy ball or lie down while you read? We can do it within tasks. Today, you can choose whether to start with your reading assignment or the writing task. Which would you like to tackle first? We can also look at location. During independent study time, you can work in the library or in the classroom. Where would you like to work today? And for studying, for the test review, you can work independently using a study guide or collaborate with a study partner. Which approach do you prefer? These options are giving students a say in their learning process and encourage a sense of ownership and responsibility. Directed choices can enhance engagement and motivation while respecting their preferences and learning styles. Remember, with directed choices, our directed choices can enhance engagement and motivation while still respecting our loved ones' preferences and learning styles. If you'd like to talk more about this individually, please reach out to your BCBA and check in with your RBT on how you are using your directed choices at home.